Hello everyone and welcome back to Box Gaming's solo career series with F1 2013. I am Justin, aka Fake Ghost Pirate, and today we're going to be racing at Abu Dhabi, a track I quite enjoy. It is a visually stunning track and it looked really nice in the trailers, and I really enjoyed racing around it for the Young Drivers Test, of course. So I am looking forward to this race. I'm going to be putting in a new engine and we're going to start off. Here we go. So this is the contract offer from Sauber. I'm not going to accept any contracts just yet. I'm still going to let you guys keep commenting and letting us know what you'd like to see. So far, it looks like no one's really in favor of me going to Toro Rosso, so I'm glad I asked you guys. It looks like most people kind of want to see me in a McLaren or a Lotus or a Sauber, stuff like that. One person did mention Ferrari as well. That offer did expire, though, so I'm not sure if I'll get another opportunity with Ferrari, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and check the emails real quick. Yep, did not win that race, that's right. India got that penalty for forcing Ricciardo off the track, supposedly. Still beating my teammate pretty hardcore. And of course it's going to be mostly cloudy on Friday, that's interesting, and then sunny on Saturday and Sunday. So no chance of rain, it's looking like. And let's go ahead and continue on. This is race 17, so there should be a R&D objective, so I'll get to get a few laps under my belt, and one to 3 laps, I assume, just doing that R&D objective. I really enjoy this track, even more than some of the other ones that I say that I enjoy. I really do enjoy this track, but I'm not super great at it. I had a pretty good finish here in ARL for Season 6, nothing spectacular. I think I was 3rd or 4th, something like that. Passed a few cars on the last lap or two to come home with a nice finish. I think I had better tire wear than other people. I have since learned a few tricks on how to better tackle this track, specifically the very beginning of Sector 2, so I'm hoping that will help me improve my times a bit. And not really any high-speed corners here, so I think I'm going to go with a 2-1, very aggressive setup. 5149 high standard against, I've pretty much been using that and only that. I'm going to go ahead and take down the rear anti-roll bar a little bit, just to help with rear tire wear. Yep, this looks good as well. Lots of curb action at this track. And I'm going to use the same gears I've been using all along. I haven't really mentioned my logic for this, so I'll take a moment to explain that. Basically, when you have a descending gears like this, what it does is it causes each gear to use less revs. Since I'm at 97 miles per hour when I go into second gear, that means I'm at higher revs when I shift into second gear. And certainly these cars are all about peak RPM. The higher your RPM, the more power you're getting, pretty much. So what this allows is for use of less of the RPM gauge, so you're staying at higher revs more often. When you do an ascending gear style, where you have the bottom one all the way to the right and each one is farther to the left as you go up, and when you have an ascending gear set, what that causes you to do is use more revs. You use more of your revs, so when you shift to the next gear, you're at a lower RPM. So I hope that maybe explains it a little bit. And yep, I am going to swap in a new engine for this. Nope. Oh, I don't want to do that yet. Hopefully I'll remember. I believe this is a rear limited circuit, so I'm going to go ahead and bump up the rear camber a couple of notches just to help with tire wear. Alright, this looks good. Yep, R&D objective. Run 3 laps and beat the target time whilst wearing your tires by less than 21%. So it's a good thing I did some tire saving to my setup there. But the key here is going to be not to push, basically.
To evaluate tire usage. Over test distance, it's important that you don't take too much life out of the tires. We still need you to beat the target time, though. However, take too much life out of the tires and the data will be meaningless.
Alright, so also I want to mention real quickly that I am running this game in 7.1 surround sound. Normally I just have it on stereo, but for the first time I'm running this game in 7.1 surround sound in my headset.
You're showing good pace. Keep it up and we should get some good R&D data.
And I am not pushing right now. I'm just trying to be gentle on the tires. I should have no problem hitting the target time, so I'm just taking it easy. Gonna brake pretty early. Nice and smooth. And again, braking very early. Very gentle on the throttle at the exit of that corner, since it's a first gear corner. And again, braking very early. I'm going to stay in second gear for this. Not a great line. That's okay. A little bit too much curb. Oh. And actually, I am wearing out my tires pretty quickly. 8% in the first lap. That would put me on for 24%, which is above what I need. Not going to go full throttle through that. Wow, and the tires wear just from doing nothing. Just absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm driving in a straight line right now. I mean, I am accelerating, I guess, but... I apologize if I'm yelling at points, because with the 7.1 surround sound, it's a lot louder. Oh, big screen freeze there. I am well on track to beat this time, though, I should mention. First lap was like 1:40, and I just need to be doing a 2-minute and 1 second lap in order to hit the target, so no problems hitting the target time. About 15 seconds faster than I need to be. Alright, well this has gone much better. I've only taken out 2% tire wear so far this lap, actually less than 2%. There we go, 2.1. A little bit easier over that last corner there, second to last corner. There we go. Much better. Just need another lap like that. And this is free practice, so I'm not moving to the side for this guy. If he wants clear air, he could drop back from me. Sorry, Jean-Eric Verne. Ooh, very wide. And another giant screen freeze. I hope this isn't going to be a problem during the race. And I can pretty much go as fast as I want now. I got 8.5% to go, so... And this is the last lap. Oops.
Okay, that's it. We've got some great data there. Well done.
And now I'm going to push. Oops, that's a big cut. Don't want to be doing that. And I'm going to save a little bit of curves to do one more lap after this. Fuel's getting nice and low. Braking very early for that still.
You're lapping slower than Nico.
Oops. Bollard. That's definitely a first gear corner when I'm pushing. Ooh, a lot of curb there.
Your times through sector 2 and 3 are good, but you're losing a lot of time in sector 1.
Got some oversteer. Managed it though. Pretty good lap so far. Could have braked even later than that. Very different from last year. On the DRS, nice and early. Gonna brake very late for this corner. A little wide. Oh gosh. Got a bit scruffy back there. Should still be purple though. Whoa, very wide.
That lap put you at the top of the table.
Well, it wasn't pretty. It was over a second faster than second place, and I'm pretty worn tires too, and prime tires as well. So pretty darn good. And go ahead and return to the garage, and I'm going to swap in that new engine, and we're going to head out to qualifying.
Well done.
Oh, look at that
First place.
sky.
Great job.
Oh, it's pretty crazy. And I guess because I skipped, it didn't allow anyone to beat my time, so I was number one at the end there. I don't think I'll be getting pole position for this track, though. But you never know.
We don't need to push too hard in this
Oops,
session.
yep.
We should have the...
Let's just go ahead, just jump out there and try and get one nice lap in there. Should have no problem getting into Q2 even with a dirty lap. Oh, that's a cut. It didn't give me any warning though. So, just gonna continue on. That was definitely a cut though. All four wheels outside the white lines. Nice, I think so. And actually let off the brakes a little bit because I thought I was braking too hard and I should have just kept on them. And get my apex that time. Much nicer than that last lap on the worn tires. Oh, bit of a cut there.
We're low on fuel. You'll need to return to the pits within the next couple of laps.
That was weird. The game lifted off the throttle for me. I guess I was too far to the right. That's a 41.9. I think that's definitely going to be good enough to get into Q2. So, let's go back to the garage and fast forward time. Oops. Looking good. Full second up on the Mercedeses.
There's 5 minutes remaining
Wow.
in the session.
That is very surprising. I'm over 2 seconds faster than my teammate. I don't think I was cutting that bad.
Good work. We're through to the next session.
Okay, well, Nico was 10th, so he should be able to sneak into Q3, I think. And gonna get to run on the options finally.
We'll make the changes you require.
Bit of an awkward corner, but it wasn't terrible. Certainly could have been a lot worse. Whoa, out wide. Oh, a little bit of oversteer. A lot of oversteer, really. Not a great line through that hairpin. Oh, Bollard. Excuse me. I got caught in that railroad track curb. Gave me some oversteer.
The fuel light has come on. Looks like we're close to using
Oh.
the load. Pit in within 2 laps.
Not a great couple of corners there. Really? That's a 42.0. That's actually slower than my prime tire time, so that's how bad the last sector was there. Pretty terrible. Hopefully that's good enough. I don't know, I'm kind of worried. I was 2 seconds ahead in Q1, but I'm still kind of worried. Yeah, it's got me down in 6th at the moment, but it looks like I'm 9/10 up on Button. Yep, over a second up on Perez, so it looks like this is going to be plenty, actually. That should be both Saubers into Q3. And Perez and Grosjean both knocked out. Looking good for Sauber so far. It really seems like if I have a bad race, then Nico has a bad race, and vice versa. It really seems like we both kind of have terrible races at the same time. Dubstep playing in the garage. Oh, look at that sky. Look at that sky. And that curb, I'm really not enjoying those. Oh no, out wide. I got another fresh set of options back in the garage though, so I do have one more opportunity after this lap. Should be a one-stop race, so I shouldn't need a second set of options. Took out that bollard, definitely slowed me down a bit.
Okay, you need to come in before you run out of fuel. Pit within 2 laps.
That was a corner cut. That's a 41.4. It's definitely my personal best. Can go very easy on those tires in that corner because I might need them. And no reason not to try again. Yeah, I'm already down to 4th, so definitely worth going back out.
Nico's currently in 9th.
Still, that's second row of the grid ahead of Alonso, so I would be quite happy with that. A little wide. A little bit of oversteer. Was a purple first sector though. Break it about 110 meters. Purple second sector. Oh no! That was a big corner cut.
1 minute remaining, just 1 minute.
41-0. Oh man, if I hadn't hit that bollard, I'd be on pole position. Still, 1/100th of a second behind Nico Rosberg is better than I was expecting. Ahead of Vettel, ahead of Hamilton, crucially ahead of Hamilton since he's the one I need to be watching. And yeah, Rosberg's the one that I really don't have any shot at catching, if I remember correctly. It would be extremely difficult. So there I am with Rosberg and Vettel. I really do enjoy saying that. Look at that sky again. I love this track. I really do. I'm looking forward to it. Week after Sunday. All right. Sauber will be bringing some new upgrades to Yas Marina, according to a source close to the team. Will these changes help Justin Sutton? We can only wait and see. There's Perez and Grosjean going wheel to wheel. Some people would say that's a dangerous scenario. Although one of them is getting worse, the other one is getting better, so... I think they're about similar experience, actually. Grosjean's really stepped it up, I gotta say. Alright, so this is a 14-lap race. They want me to do 6 laps on the options, 8 laps on the primes. I'm gonna stick with the cautious fuel. Or am I? It's definitely a few locations. Yeah, I'm gonna try aggressive. I haven't done it yet this year, and this is a great track to do it at. There are several places where you can do some fuel saving, so I am gonna go ahead and try it out just to make things a little bit more interesting. What this means is that I will be more competitive at the start of the race, and less competitive at the end. But not by much. I would say the benefits outweigh the downsides. As long as you're good at fuel management, then it's not much of a problem. So it looks like I'm actually going to have the inside line going into turn 1, so I'm poised to take first place right away at the start of this race. I'm not going to use any curves at the start. I am going to go to Rich. No, actually, I'm going to go Rich in second gear. And Rosberg's gone wide. I'm going to have the inside line. And that's the job done. He made a mistake, it looked like. This is one of the sections I go to lean. And then as I come around this apex, go to Rich. Use about 50% of my curves. Go back down to standard. And still braking pretty late. I could have braked even later. That's really amazing. Oh. A little bit of oversteer on that chicane. That was my fault, though. This is another section where you can go to lean. And this is another great section to go to lean. You can get a lot of fuel saving done here. Because you're not quite on the throttle until you get out of here. Oops, went down to neutral.
We have some spare fuel. You should consider turning up the engine for a few laps.
Used a little bit more curves that time.
predict a dry race.
And they are keeping up for sure. Using a little bit of rich for this part, because it's flat out, and back down to lean. Oops, that was a big cut. Didn't want to be doing that. Oh yeah, big gap now to Rosberg and Hamilton. And like I said, this is where the benefit of the aggressive fuel is at the start of the race. So that's what I need to be doing right now, is building that gap, keep them out of my DRS,
We're comfortable at the moment.
keep fuel saving. And it looks like they're battling. Ooh, a little bit of an inside wheel lock went wide. Oh no, wide, very wide. That's what I need to not be doing. Making those mistakes.
Rosberg.
There we go. Still not perfect, but that was better than last time. Oh, as I go very wide at the hairpin. Oop. Oh, come on. Oh, big cut there.
Has been excellent.
Lots of oversteer. That definitely destroyed my tires. I was lighting them up for a couple of seconds. And they're actually not too bad. They still are not far behind. They're definitely maintaining this gap now. And I'm actually fuel saving more than I'm spending. And what I mean by that is, of course, the amount of fuel that I have as far as laps that are left, it just keeps going up. It was at optimal before when I was going through that chicane. That time it was at +1. .5 to Hamilton. One more lap on these tires. Whoa. Little oversteer moment there. This is pretty exciting. Whoa, that was a bit scruffy.
Trying to close the...
And clearly Hamilton is the faster Mercedes this race, because now that he's gotten past Nico, Vettel has also gotten past Nico. Whoa, that was interesting.
Mr. Steph,
I'm going to go defensive, stay to the left. And all 4 tires were pretty worn when I looked. Yep. Oh, corner cut. I'm getting a lot of oversteer and understeer. Gonna stay in lean. Second gear. Oh, wow. Just barely made it in there. And Hamilton is staying out. So I'm gonna run a lot of my outlap in Rich to make sure he doesn't overcut me.
rejoin the track.
I guess. Oh gosh, I haven't done this pit exit.
Watch out as you rejoin the track.
Oh.
You have no more scheduled pit stops, so look after your tyres.
Gotta take Grosjean into this chicane and use all my curves. And I've done it. Probably should have just waited to get DRS the second time, but he's not any threat.
Car ahead.
Ooh. I like that radio message. Attack!
Now watch out.
And I've done it. I'm ahead of Lewis. Back into P1. Looks like I've gained some time. Oh no, big cut. Sorry. All right, looking good. Oh, actually, Vettel's now ahead of Hamilton. Interesting. Hopefully they get caught battling each other. Not a great line. Out wide. That is fastest lap of the race so far. And there's a bollard. Just looked like it was standing up and then fell over, even though there's no one in front of me. Forgot to go to lean. You know, it looks like I'm maintaining the gap to Vettel so far. I don't think he's catching me. And another purple. Oh, big cut there. And another one. Oh, lots of oversteer there. Oh, missed my apex there. Five laps remaining. That's another purple. 3 seconds to Vettel. I think that's the best I've taken that so far. Another purple. 3.8 to Vettel. Wow. 8/10 in 2 sectors. Oh. I don't think this is going to be purple anymore. I'm gonna try though. Nope, lost too much time. in that middle sector, or third sector. Not surprised, it was pretty scruffy. Purple first sector. Another purple. Oh! Keep trying to get fastest lap, and it's just destroying my tires. This is the third to last lap. Tires look okay. They look like they can do 2 more after this one. And here comes the sweat. Right on cue. Not a great line through that chicane. And first time that wasn't purple in a while, so yeah, clearly the tire wear is now worse than the loss of fuel is helping. I know, I didn't say that great. Oh no. Lock my inside wheel. Oh, fun time through the last corner there. Still 3.7 back to Vettel, so actually doing a pretty good job of keeping him behind. Out of my DRS. This is the second last lap. Really focusing. Much better than last lap. Whoa. With a touch of oversteer. Getting a lot of oversteer now in the low speed corners. Oh, I braked really late for that. A lot later than I planned to. Whoa, four-wheel slide. Gonna use up the rest of my fuel. That's a purple first sector on the last lap of the race. Ooh. Ooh. Barely got it slowed down in time. And another purple sector. Whoa, big cut. Oh, not quite fastest lap. Tires were too dead to hang on to it in the last sector. But that's another race win. Pretty comfortably, but I didn't really make any mistakes, did I? I don't think I did. So it really took clean racing, but it just looked like I had the pace today. Look at that. My fastest time was 0.3 faster than Vettel, and I was getting 1:43.1s pretty consistently for a little bit there. That always kind of has been my strength, is consistency. I definitely don't have the one lap pace that Miko has. He's much quicker in a quality session for sure, and pretty much the same speed over a race distance as well too. So, but usually he's starting a little bit higher up. So, I'm definitely happy with this result. Wow, actually it ended up being 5.8 seconds ahead of Vettel in the end. So it looks like he wore out his tires even faster than I did. So yeah, nice race. Let's go ahead and see what this does for the championship. Still fourth, extending my lead over Hamilton and closing down that gap to Rosberg. It's now 20 points back to Hamilton, and it is 26 points to Nico Rosberg. So I need to score 13 points per race for the next two races. There's only two races left, so I need to outscore him by 13 points. I don't remember what it was last time when I said it. Let's go ahead, and Hulkenberg is still in 10th, 3 points behind Perez. And let's see, we're still in fourth for the Constructors' Championship. Yep, comfortably ahead of Lotus. There's 86 points left to go, and we're 31.79. So yeah, Lotus would pretty much have to finish first and second for the next two races, and we would have to not score any points at all, which means that we are officially going to be finishing fourth in the championship, ahead of Lotus, behind Ferrari, way behind Ferrari, but that definitely a nice result for us. So join us next time, where we will be at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, which is my home race. And speaking of which, I will be going there for the Friday practice session this year for 2013. Next month, it's going to be November 15th. Is the Friday practice that I'm going to. I'm going to take lots of pictures and take lots of video, and there's going to be a karting event on November the 13th, the Wednesday before that Friday practice, where Alexander Rossi is going to be, and it's at a go-kart place in Austin, or right outside Austin, called K1 Speed. That's K as in Kevin, the number 1, and Speed. And they are having this event where Alexander Rossi is going to be there, and you can win a chance to, or you have a chance to win some signed stuff from Alex Rossi. He's the American GP2 driver and Caterham Reserve F1 driver as well. He's been out in the Caterham F1 car this year in 2013 a few times, I think, and I'm really hoping to see him on that Friday morning practice session that I'm going to be going to on the 15th. So be on the lookout for all that type of stuff. I might mention it again later in future videos, but I just want to prepare you guys for it now. Should be some nice content coming in the middle of November. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks again for watching, and join us next time.